It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Vols will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida's offense takes the field to start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
You could not script a better start if you're on defense, and great job being heads up and being aware that this offense may come out trying to be aggressive and throw on the first play. Everybody executing their assignments, and they get a takeaway right off the bat.
First down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. It's complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Trying to power it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Vols! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Right down the middle. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Tennessee ready to go to work, the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting into his progression.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Bulls his way forward, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He fires one deep down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got his man. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you this is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
and great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Zings it complete to the right. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, going to be gassed.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds his man in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something. And you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
And the Gators will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget.
He's going for the big play. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Volunteers. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ball State came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Muncie had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After misfiring, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Myers. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And that pass intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon First coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Sexton. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football, even with...
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. We'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Working the middle, it's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to pass, it's Meyer. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Gators moving quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On second down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. At the 45, on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Fakes the grab on the left. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He's right on target. Finds a crease at the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gators.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you...
He's off to the races. Running inside the 20. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown ball!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. How about this? They go empty on 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, it's Myers. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Gators line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield to the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
2nd down coming up. Looking for a crease. It's Sexton. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes one man miss. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Makes the grab on the shuffle.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
From the gun, the ground game. Fights off the defender.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Makes the grab down the middle. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. This offense starts deep in a hole. He'll start this drive firing. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Meyer. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. On the move, it's Williams. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. He'll keep it himself. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Myers. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he... They'll try the run. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense going all in to stop the run. Trying to barge in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Trying to bully their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He's got it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Back to pass, it's Meyer. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he added the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 11 over Texas Tech. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He's up to 51 yards rushing, and he's closing in on 1,400 for the season. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Buys a little time. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes his connection.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He's got it. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. Touchdown Gators. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And that is a beautiful throw. Get it to your receiver quickly. Let him do the rest, making the quarterback look good. And if you watched Florida football back in the day, that is exactly why Jesse Palmer had a job. Throw it to elite wide receivers that make their quarterback look really good.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rides to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.